Hi everyone, it's Jane here, just come to do a little bit on a junk journal. So it's been so long since I last put in an appearance here. It's just really difficult when it's hot for me because it just completely saps my energy. So I don't really have a lot of energy to do things. But I have been working on this little like pale blue journal. Kind of working my way through this. So I'm quite enjoying working on that. I think it's really quite sweet. So that's what I'm working on at the moment. And I thought I would come on to make some ephemera out of a couple of collage backgrounds that I've made. Yeah, so that's what I thought I would do. So what I think I'll do is I'll work with this one today. And sorry, I've just knocked you now. And I'll show you roughly what I do. Now, there's loads of different ways of doing this. You can just kind of turn it over and cut it up into different shapes so that you really don't know what you're going to get. And that's definitely a way. But what I'm going to do is I've got some ideas. I want to get some journal cards. I want to get a bookmark and I'd like to get a few tags. So I'm going to use my tag stamp if I can, if it works, we'll see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure up. What am I going to measure up? I'm going to measure up roughly the sort of size that I need to go in to get the tags out of here. So this is where I want to be, roughly. Doesn't have to be exact. So that's roughly where we are. And to try and get this to be straight, if I can, I'm going to use my cutter. If that's going to work, it might do. Let's see. Let's see. I'm going to put that through there. Line it up with the bottom. Don't know if you'll be able to see that. Line up my little mark that I put in. Yep, that's cut through that just fine and dandy. So that's one of those. I'm also going to cut a strip down this side to make a bookmark with. So I want that to be around about that sort of width. I don't want it to be too wide for a bookmark, but that should be roughly okay. And then with this, I'm just going to cut it up and I'm going to get some journal cards out of it. So I'm going to turn it over and do it the other way this time. Just sort of show you that you can do it this way and just sort of have a bit of a surprise as to what you get. I'm going to cut that down there. And then I'm going to cut this. One like that. One like that. You can have them all different sizes. You can make tags. You can make all sorts of different things. That's a little journal card. And I think I'll leave that one. Let's just put it about this sort of size. Okay. So that's all our bits, our shapes that we're going to cut out. All done. So we've got our bookmark. Got to cut that down to size. Won't be having that big. Or we could have that one as a bookmark. So we've got these two options now for bookmarky size. I actually prefer this. I was going to start with that, but I prefer this, so we'll see where we go. And then we've got a few little journal cards here. Little weenie one, a little square one, and a little rectangular one. So that's all good. And then what I was going to do here is just to make, see if I can get, I don't know if I'll be able to get 2 out of this. I might. But let's see. Okay, we're not quite thin enough. Overdid it a little bit. So I'm going to go down this side where it's less interesting. Let's see what we've got now. Okay, so let's try. Let's see what we get. Okay, so we've got the top of that tag there. And then what I might do, just clean that out a little bit, like that. And I might just cut that off here and make a little one, a little baby tag. And then we can use this one and make a slightly longer one. There we go. That's that. So you don't actually need one of these tag makers. You can just cut the corners off and make a tag without needing a special cutter. But I quite like having a little tool to play with. Don't think it does any harm. So now we've got all of these little guys. Now I don't know what I've done with my corner rounder. There it is. Let's see if he's going to work on these, because sometimes he doesn't. Okay, that's a bit thin, isn't it? That's a bit better. You have to, so I rush things and I don't put them in properly. So, you know, just bear in mind that you need to go slowly sometimes and not rush like I do. Quite like the little corners being rounded. You don't have to do that. You can decide not to do it if you want to. That's that one. Just going to keep that one to the side for a minute. That's really cute. That's really cute. Let's just put you like that. Like that. Good. And you, I'll decide what I'm going to do for you in a minute. This is going to be my bookmark. And I think what I will do, where's my thing? Here we go. So this is my book. I want to be able to put it in here. So that's a nice width. That's going to be all fine. Don't want it any taller than this here, I don't think. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to trim that off along there. Like that. And then we'll round the corners off of this as well. There we go. So I've got this one here. I just thought I would pull this one out and just see what we might want to do in here, because this is quite plain. It's not got a lot going on. So let's see what I've got here that we could jazz it up with. I don't know if this happens to anybody else, but I literally, every time I put something down at the moment, it seems to disappear. I had some really nice little stickers that I was going to use on these, and they've literally just disappeared, and I have no idea where they've gone. So that was quite annoying. So I've still got plenty here, so it's fine. But you know when something just disappears and you've just got... I've literally ransacked this whole table and still can't find them. So I don't know where they've gone to. It's very strange. I quite like these little stickers. Well, they're not actually stickers. They're just cardboard. So we'll have Joy. I had all these sorted out. They had all the different, a few of these, a few different stickers, a few different bits and pieces. And honestly, no idea where they've gone. And only I am here. So, you know, it's obviously me that's put them somewhere. And now I can't find them, which is annoying. So we've got this. Where should we put you? So we'll put the little... I think I'll put you down here, up here. Should we put you put in the corner or down in the corner? Let's put you. Yeah, let's put you down in the corner. So I'm gonna I'll use my stick, my glue stick. It'll be easier. Little bit of a gluage. Put you down in the corner. Good thing about the glue stick is you've still got a little bit of time to move things around. So that's all good in there. Good in the hood. I think I'll do a little bit of this. We've got quite a lot of blue on there. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use black to see if I can make it stand out a bit. So I'm going to grab my black ink. Let's just plop this up here. Ooh, that's gone a bit squidgy. Wasn't expecting it to do that. I've got some Mod Podge on here. I just really wasn't expecting that to smear in the way that it did. So let's see if we can rescue the world and see if we can get it off quickly, because I've used the archival ink, which is the sort of permanent one. So let's see if we can rub it off real quick. Yeah, not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad. Got that off just in time. Not too bad. Right, I'll leave that to dry. It's going to start peeling off there, isn't it, if we're not careful. Right, so I'll leave that to dry for now. And we've learned a lesson with the archival ink, not to do that on top of Mod Podge. I think that's what we learned there. That's it. Let's just do that like that. That's nice and dry now. So we can put this and put this and put this. What could we put over there to kind of make it a little bit, cover any of that up if it's still hanging around? We can put one of these little guys on. Stamp over there like that. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Not bad, not bad, not bad. That's okay. That's not too bad. bad at all. Anything else that I could stick on there to make it more interesting? What about one of these little numbers? Oops. I'm all fingers and thumbs, but I think a lot of that is because it's just too hot for me. Even today when it's cool, it's actually really quite cool in here today, but you know, it's still too hot. Right, okay, those are too big. Those too big, unless we've got any little ones in here. Let me see. Oh, that might be all right. Let's just put that like that. Like that, like that. Put those all away. Not really sure whether these are going to work, to be honest, because these are more kind of like a vintagey sticker and the colour palette doesn't, well, it's all right, I think. It's not too bad. Don't want anything on top of joy. Where could we put you? Could put you like that, or literally can't pick anything up. Or we could put you round about there. That's not too bad, is it? Let's get you out of the way. Oh, actually, where's that gone? Might have a better option. 2 secs. Oh, that's not there either. I'm having a bit of a nightmare. Things that I thought were here are not here. Really strange. I'm sure I wound that up and put it in here as well. Really, really strange. Everything is going missing. Let's pop you up there. There and up there. Yeah, I really thought I had a better option there, but I obviously haven't. So we'll go ahead and use this one. Yeah, it's really weird. I've got a big washi tape with loads of different numbers and things on it. I know, Merlin. I don't know where my stuff's gone. I don't know where my stuff's gone either. It's annoying. It's gone missing. Have you taken it away? So no, why would I want that? Why would I want that, Mum? I'm not interested in any of that. I'd quite like to knock everything over though. Let's just plop you on there. Put the lid on you before you go everywhere else. Yeah, very strange. Don't know where that's gone. Don't know where any of it's gone. I've obviously put some stuff in a place that I've just completely forgotten about, haven't I? That's what's happened here, I reckon. Because now I can't find any of it. So what I would probably do is to just put ink around the edges of here. You can't help. Okay, bye. So let's just do that just to finish it off. So sorry about the messiness of this video. It's all a bit crazy. So we'll just go around the edge. Straighten that up a tiny bit. Keep looking at it thinking it's a bit wonky, but I think it's all right. Actually, just going to trim that up while I'm here. Now I've made that a bit wonky. Oh gosh, I'm having a nightmare. That's a bit better. Doesn't have to be perfect, does it? Thank the Lord. There we go. So that's one done. And I think what I might do is call that a day for today, because as you can see, it's all a bit of a mess, really. It's not going well. I can't even get my lid of my thing on. Right, there we go. That's that. Put you away. Let's put you back in there. So, you know, we didn't do too badly out of one A4 piece. We've got, you know, we've got a little small tag. We've got a journal card that needs to be decorated up a little bit. Got a little sort of ticket sized thing that I'm not quite sure what to do with yet. And we've got another tag, a bookmark, another journal card that needs to be decorated up, another small ticket sized thing, and this I don't know what I'm going to do with just yet, but that's what we've got to start to fill this little journal with. So that's what I've done today. Hopefully that's not been too much of a mess. It all just feels like it's been a bit of a shambles today, so sorry. It's been a bit like chaos, hasn't it? So I've done my best, but I've not done well. So thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I'll be back again soon. Hopefully the weather cools down a little bit, means I can actually come on here and do something that actually makes some sense for you. Thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed the video, if you wouldn't mind liking and subscribing and all that good stuff, that would be great. Thanks very much. Bye for now.